Well, good morning again, everyone. My name is Bill Kelly. I'm pleased to be the chair of the Harper College Board of Trustees. And on behalf of the entire board, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all to the ribbon cutting ceremony of the Emergency Services Training Center. This project represents our deep commitment and responsiveness to our community partners and to the employers in our region. Today we celebrate our shared commitment to public safety, partnership, and educating future generations of first responders. I want to begin by expressing our sincere gratitude to the fire chiefs and regional leaders who came to Harper College with a clear vision and a direct ask. Help us to build a space where we can better train those who serve our product and protect our communities without having to travel far distances outside of our service areas. We thank you for the trust you placed in Harper College. We are proud to stand here today having delivered on that vision together. Every first responder who trains here will possess the skills, confidence, and readiness that this center makes possible. And in turn, our community will be safer because of it. The Emergency Services Training Center is a powerful example of what happens when we listen, collaborate, and invest in what matters to our community partners. Thank you, and congratulations to all. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to the sixth president of William Rainey Harper College, Dr. Avis Proctor.
Good morning. I need some excitement. This is a beautiful day. Good morning. All right. Thanks, Chair Kelly, for your introductions. It's truly a fantastic day, and we're happy to be here to celebrate this impressive center. When you hear the list of our partners in attendance today, you'll come to appreciate how instrumental many great minds were in fulfilling this vision, the Emergency Services Training Center. Let me begin by recognizing our Board of Trustees. The board dedicates, or the wind has a mind of its own. The board dedicates their time and expertise to supporting student and community success. In attendance today, you've heard already from our board chair, Bill Kelly, Vice Chair, Walt Munt, Trustee James Meyer, Trustee Pat Stack, Trustee Emeritus Diane Hill, and Trustee Emeritus Herb Johnson. Let's give them a round of applause. We're very fortunate to have strong support from our elected officials as well. One thing I made a commitment to the board was that not only are we going to look at local support, but we're also going to find state and federal support for this facility. And so joining us today, we have State Representative Laura Murphy, representing the 28th District, Palatine Mayor Jim Schwantz, Hanover Park Mayor Rodney Craig, South Barrington Mayor Paula McCombie. From the Village of Schaumburg, we have Mayor Tom Daly, Trustee Jamie Carr, Trustee Mark Madej, Trustee Karina Santa Maria from the Village of Arlington Heights, Alderman Kevin O'Brien from the City of Rolling Meadows, Trustee John Shaw from the Village of Lake Barrington. From the Village of Hoffman Estates, we have Mayor Bill McLeod, Trustee Garrett Palafis, Village Clerk Patty Richter, Trustee Humberto Garcia, Village of Carpentersville. From State Representative Nicole Grassie's office, Jorge Martinez and Ricky Plumley, representing the 53rd District. The list goes on. From State Representative Michelle Lussman's office, Jennifer Kaiser, representing the 56th District. From State Representative Jenna Sanalitro's office, Larry Alcaraz, representing the 48th District. From State Representative Martin McLaughlin's office, Pamela Cools, representing the 52nd District. From State Representative Fred Crespo's office, Leonard Henderson, representing the 44th District. From State Representative Mary Beth Canty's office, Monica Stachniak, representing the 54th District. From the State Representative Nabila Syed's office, Pooja Rai, representing the 51st District. And from Senator Dick Durbin's office, Christian Coretta. Let's give them all a round of applause. If there are any other elected officials today that we did not recognize, could you please raise your hand so we can make sure we acknowledge you as well? Seeing none, I'll continue. We're also proud to partner with local government leaders, including our village managers. Reed Otteson, village manager for Palatine. Randy Reckless from Arlington Heights. Brian Townsend from Schaumburg. Eric Palm from Hoffman Estates. And Mike Drupka from South Barrington. Let's give them a round of applause. We're also honored to welcome Michelle Panko, the Illinois State Fire Marshal, for being here today alongside members of her team. Let's give her a round of applause. And of course, we value partnerships, and so our K-12 partners, Superintendent Dr. Scott Rowe from District 214, let's give him a round of applause. This project would not have been possible without the exceptional facilities teams, and I do want to make sure I recognize Nancy Medina, our Executive Director for Facilities Management, Steve Peterson, our campus architect, and Jennifer Kulvita, our project manager, to make sure we stay on time and on budget. So let's give them a round of applause as well. And then, of course, our construction partners, FGM Architects, Anthony Lobello, Trudy Messick, and others. They're here today, as well as Pepper Construction, represented by Rachel Kent and James Creed. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to recognize my executive cabinet, the Faculty Senate executive team, faculty, staff, administrators, alumni, and retirees in attendance. Thank you for your tireless support of our students and for making Harper a special place to learn and work. Let's give them a round of applause as we carry out our mission each and every day. I understand we have some students here as well, and we're excited to have this facility for you and future generations of students. We look forward to them as they complete their program here with us, leading in their careers and protecting the lives of our community. Let's give them a round of applause as well. And then I think it's important to recognize a few individuals whose leadership and persistence brought this center from an idea that there was a demand for across a couple decades, I'm told, for this center from an idea to the facility that you see today. And so returning to us today, our former Vice President of Strategic Alliances and Innovation, Dr. Maria Coons. I saw her, there she is. Dr. Joanne Ivory, Dean for Career and Technical Programs. Norm Bemis, formerly the training chief for the Village of Palatine Fire Department, and now our Fire Science Program Coordinator, and our Provost, Dr. Ruth Williams. Let's give them all a round of applause. This group did the behind-the-scenes work of putting together a business plan and making sure that this was a viable project for us to consider, all of them together made a day like this possible. They spent countless hours planning, visiting other communities. I actually remember going to Elk Grove to see their facility there as well, and training centers, asking tough questions, building a strong and thoughtful case for why this investment mattered for our community. It represents our commitment to cultivating innovative and responsive educational opportunities that lead to economic mobility for our students, their families, and our community. I would also like to recognize several donors for the program. Mount Prospect Fire Department donated a fire engine. We learned the difference between a fire engine and fire truck. Let's give them a round of applause. We also have the donation of a ladder truck from the Village of Schaumburg and the Schaumburg Fire Department. Lincolnwood Fire Department donated an Amcus spreader and cutter and power unit. The Hoffman Estates Fire Department and Matex Hose donated hose for use in the program. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Paramedic Services of Illinois donated gear, and W.S. Darley donated fire coats, pants, boots, and helmets. As you can tell, there's a lot of vested interest in making this program successful. Finally, we're fortunate to have many representatives from our local fire departments with us today. The Arlington Heights Fire Department led by Fire Chief Lance Harris, Hoffman Estates Fire Department led by Fire Chief Alan Wax, Palatine Fire Department led by Fire Chief Scott McAbin, Rolling Meadows Fire Department led by Fire Chief Pete Sutter, Wheeling Fire Department led by Fire Chief Todd Salela, and we also have South Barrington Police Chief Michael Garrison. We're grateful for the leadership you provide and the teams you represent. And to everyone here from the fire science and emergency response communities, please know that this building is for you, for your future colleagues, and for the next generation of professionals. Thank you for your service and for keeping our communities safe. Let's have them stand. I know some of you are standing, but if you can wave your hands so that people know who you are. I often say Harper is the community's college. And community colleges are conveners sitting at the center of many conversations, bringing together educators, employers, public servants, and policymakers to solve real challenges. This Emergency Services Training Center is the result of exactly that kind of collaboration. It reflects what's possible when we align around a shared goal, preparing individuals to serve, protect, and respond when our communities need them most. This facility exists because we listened to our local fire departments and who told us the demands on first responders are increasing. The environments they face are more complex, and the training required to meet those challenges must evolve. And most importantly, they were leaving our local community to train in facilities outside of our district. And as a responsive community college, it is our responsibility to strategically meet the needs heads on. To the firefighters, paramedics, and emergency professionals with us today, your work is defined by readiness, resilience, service, and saving lives. You step into situations most of us spend our lives hoping to avoid. It is our job as an institution to ensure you are equipped with the highest level of training and preparation before you ever face those moments. This facility allows us to deepen that commitment and expands our capacity, strengthens our programs, and ensures that Harper continues to be a place where first responders receive a hands-on, real-world training their roles demand. Projects like this do not happen in isolation. They're made possible through strong partnerships and a shared investment in the public good. As I mentioned before, not only were we looking at local support, but also state and federal. So I do want to express my deep appreciation to Senator Dick Durbin for his support for this project through a $1 million congressionally directed spending grant. And he's long understood the critical role that Harper played in workforce development and public safety in this region. So let's give Senator Durbin a round of applause for that critical support. I'm also grateful to State Representative Nicole Grassi and Abil Syed for their leadership and advocacy in securing almost $500,000 in state capital funding. Their support reflects a strong commitment to both this institution and the communities we collectively serve, and belief in the importance of training, education, and community safety. So let's thank Representatives Grassi and Syed, give them a round of applause as well. These partnerships are more important, and more importantly, these relationships we build with our elected officials are not just about funding, but they're about shared priorities, mutual trust, and a collective belief in expanding opportunity and strengthening our region. This center represents that belief in action. As I was talking to a fire chief a moment ago, they were enjoying the view driving down Euclid to see this building here and what it represents to our community. As we open these doors, we're not simply unveiling a new facility. We are reinforcing our role as a convener, a partner, and responsive institution, and affirming that our community identifies a need, that when we identify a need, we will work together to meet it and do so with strategic supports. We are investing in people who stand ready every day to take care of all of us. Thank you so much, and now it's my pleasure in introducing our provost, Dr. Williams, to share some remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Proctor. Academic excellence is core to the work we do at Harper College. From our faculty in the classroom and labs to our advisors and our other support staff, our work is squarely focused on ensuring our students are graduating or transferring from programs that lead to living wages. Part of ensuring our programs meet the needs of our students is ensuring that our programs and facilities address the challenges and complexities faced by employers in our region. That's why partnerships like this one, the one that led to this center, are so critical to higher education. The Emergency Services Training Center highlights the distinct and indispensable role community colleges like Harper play in educating first responders. We are uniquely positioned to provide accessible, high-quality training that is closely aligned with industry standards and community expectations. We serve new students entering these professions as well as experienced professionals seeking advanced skills, certifications, and continuing education. This center enhances our ability to do all of that at a higher level and on a greater scale. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Joanne Ivory, Dean of Career and Technical Programs at Harper College. Dr. Ivory's leadership has been central to making today possible. She's a strong advocate. This is not the first time she has worn the gear. She's a strong advocate for workforce education that's rigorous, relevant, and deeply connected to community needs. And that commitment is clearly reflected in this new Emergency Services Training Center. She leads with a genuine respect for faculty, consistently supporting and empowering them as experts and partners in this work. At the same time, she's been highly engaged with our regional fire department chiefs, building strong relationships that ensure our programs align with current practice and the realities of emergency services work. This facility represents collaboration, trust, and shared purpose. And Dr. Ivory's vision and leadership have helped turn that vision into reality. Please join me in welcoming and thanking Dr. Joanne Ivory. Good morning. Two things. First, why is she wearing it? So, first of all, this is what our students are going to be wearing as they go through classes. Secondly, during a previous board presentation, I had on a different uniform, and Trustee Stack said, when that building opens, I want you to wear that same thing. So I remember Trustee Stack. One more thing. People have been asking me about the building. How many floors? I said, it's 3 floors up. He says, no elevator? You don't use the elevator in a fire. So you will be walking, okay? All right. So it's a privilege to stand here, to be here with you, to mark the opening of the Emergency Service Training Center. Today represents an important investment in the future of the fire science and the safety of the communities we collectively serve. This tower was designed to provide realistic scenario-based training aligned with the demands of the modern emergency response. With this facility, students and incumbent firefighters will develop critical skills in multi-story operations, search and rescue, ventilation, and coordinated team responses. Skills that directly impact outcomes when lives are on the line. This project is also a reflection of strong partnerships. We are especially grateful to the Office of the State Fire Marshal and our local fire departments for your guidance and continued collaboration. Your input ensures that our training remains relevant, rigorous, and aligned with industry expectations. I want to also recognize our faculty for their expertise and commitment to preparing the next generation of firefighters, as well as Dr. Parker, Dr. Williams, our Board of Trustees for their vision and investment in public safety education. With the expansion of certification opportunities and the continued development of our Basic Operations Fire Academy, this facility positions Harper as a regional hub for fire and emergency services training, serving both new recruits and incumbent professionals seeking advanced skills. To our students, this facility was built for you. It will challenge you, as you can see, it's heavy. It will prepare you and help you to succeed in a profession defined by service, discipline, and responsibility. In closing today, we celebrate more than a new facility. We celebrate an ideal realized, a shared commitment to excellence, readiness, and community safety. Thank you for your partnership and for all that you do in service to others. It is now my honor to welcome Fire Science Program Coordinator Norm Beams to the podium.
Raise this up a bit. All right. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. It is great to see so many familiar faces, partners, colleagues, and members of the fire service community who have been part of this journey. Today is not just about opening a building. It is about fulfilling a need and creating opportunity. In 2022, Harper College welcomed leaders from the fire service community and asked a simple question: what do you need? The answer was clear. There was a need for a modern, hands-on fire training facility here on campus, and for a program that prepares students for the fire service and provides them with the credentials needed for employment. Harper listened, and Harper delivered. What you see here today is a result of that collaboration, a shared vision turned into something real. The Emergency Services Training Center is a full-scale, state-of-the-art training environment. At the center of it is our live fire training tower, designed to safely replicate real fireground conditions and allow for realistic, repeatable training. Here, students and firefighters will train in fire attack, search and rescue, ventilation, ladder operations, firefighter survival, technical rescue operations, and coordinated fire attack operations, all in an environment that builds both skill and confidence. But what we are building here goes beyond this facility. We are building a pathway. Students can now come to Harper and by the age of 21 earn an associate's degree, EMTB certification, basic operations firefighter certification, and continue on towards paramedic certification, all here on Harper's campus, fully prepared and credentialed for a career in fire service. At the same time, the center will continue to serve as a hub for current firefighters, supporting advanced training, continuing education, and career development throughout our region. What makes all this work is not just the building. It is the people and purpose behind it. The center would not be possible without the support we've had here at Harper. From our Board of Trustees, Dr. Proctor, the Executive Cabinet, Dr. Williams, especially Dr. Ivory, thank you for wearing the suit again today, as well as the area fire chiefs, the state fire marshal, and the incredible Harper staff who have supported us every step of the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Most of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Maria Williams. She gave me the opportunity to walk in, make the case, and start this conversation. Thank you. Without that, we would not be here today. And because of that support, we have been able to build something special here. We have outstanding instructors who bring real-world experience, who serve as leaders, mentors, and teachers, and who are committed to developing the next generation. Our focus is on repetition, technique, and decision-making, so that when our students leave here, they're not just certified, but truly ready. Ultimately, everything we do here is about preparing firefighters who can serve their communities with confidence, and professionalism. Today, as we cut the ribbon, we are not just opening our facility. We are creating opportunity. We are strengthening our partnerships. We are building the future of the fire service. More importantly, we are realizing the vision of a fire academy right here on Harper's campus. Thank you. I do appreciate all the support, everything we have here as we open this building up today. It is now my pleasure to introduce my partner, my support, throughout this whole process, Chief Captain David.
As I sit here and listen, all of our speeches have a very common theme. I could probably skip half of mine, but I think it speaks volumes to what we were all doing here. We were all on the same page the whole way through. So good morning, everyone. It's an honor to stand here with you today as we celebrate the opening of this new fire training facility. This ribbon cutting is more than just an unveiling of a building. It represents a commitment to public safety, education, people, and the future of the community. This is also an amazing example of an education facility like Harper listening to the needs of its community partners and making it a reality. This has been a dream in this area for 25 plus years. I've been on the department 26 years and this was talked about way back then. But this group made it happen in a short time. It's amazing that we have this facility behind us. I think the turnout of the local fire departments is a testament to the impact that this facility is going to have on this area. And I think the board saw that when the fire department showed up in force every time it was time to talk about this. This space will give students hands-on real-world experience that will allow them to train in environments that simulate the challenges they will face in the field. But this facility, as Norm said, is also about opportunity. It opens doors for students pursuing careers in fire science, emergency services, and public safety. It strengthens our workforce and ensures that our community is protected by highly skilled professionals. In the past, these future potential firefighters would graduate high school and had to travel to other educational facilities to get this important career starting training. Now that will happen here at Harper in Palatine. Not only is this going to help start their careers, it will be a key component of their educational and career journey. Think about the individual's career as a roadmap. Harper is going to be several exits on that roadmap of their career journey. They start down the road here with this facility as brand new firefighters. As they develop and move through their career down that map, they get off at the Harper exit multiple times as they need more education and training to advance their careers. They will work to become engineers, special team members, instructors, and officers, and at the same time they'll be able to get their degree as they work along. Again, all that will happen here at Harper. So to the facility, the staff, the faculty, and the leaders who made this possible, thank you for your vision, your dedication, and collaboration. Know that this investment will pay dividends in people, their lives, their careers, and to the public safety of our communities. Thank you and congratulations to everyone who made this day possible.
I like that roadmap. Several exits to come to Harper. Thank you, Chief McEwen, for your support and your words today. As we wrap up, I'd like to thank everyone involved with planning today's event. It's blinking, it's on. From our facility services setup crews, to our Sodexo catering team, the external affairs team, members, and others working in front and behind the scenes, I want to thank you publicly.
Look at that.
It's blinking.
Testing. Here we go. I think it's worth repeating because these people work very hard behind the scenes in cold weather to make sure this event is a success. So let's start again. Our facility services setup crews, to our Sodexo catering team and the external affairs team members, and others working in front and behind the scenes, thankful. Very thankful for your hard work. And let's give them a round of applause. It's important to thank everyone again who helped bring this vision to life. We are proud of what this center represents and even more excited about the impact it will have for generations to come. One, cut! Woo!